How's it going, everybody? John Shore,
Troy Eckenrode.
coming to you from Shoot Center in Cape Coral, Florida. And today we're going to talk about guns that have safeties or non-safeties. So I'm a big component for safeties on my guns, you know. So I started off with Glocks. They have what safety on it?
There's some internal safeties. You have trigger bar safety, drop safety, sear safety, all this stuff, but no actual manual safety.
Correct.
If that's what you're referring to.
Right. So now we're going to the 1911, 2011 world, which I am very so much in love with. So 1911, 2011s have two safeties on them. All right, they have the grip safety and a thumb safety.
Yep.
If one is deactivated and one is not activated, can't pull the trigger.
Yep.
All right. So you have to activate both of them at the same time. So with a 1911, 2011, you have to get a good solid grip, deactivate that safety, then pull the trigger. Right. But under stress, it can be kind of hard to work. So tell us your experience with that.
So, you know, especially when we start talking about beginner shooters, right? People who are brand new into the shooting world. I think one of the biggest things we hear is for people coming in buying guns, it's I need a gun that has a manual safety. And I always ask them, well, what's your training level? And a lot of people very brand new to it. And the one thing I always caution them, and I'm not saying that having a safety is wrong or right. Some guns like this absolutely need a safety, right? This is a single action only handgun, and yeah, it does. But this requires a little bit more time on the gun and training.
A little bit more finesse.
Yeah, a little bit more finesse, right? For beginner shooters, right? I've seen it where I've seen some really experienced shooters, myself included. I've done it, right? It happened the other day in class.
Yep.
I went from shooting a Glock to my 1911, and I forgot to flip the safety in a drill. Just forgot about it, and I'm like, why isn't this gun going bang? And I'm like, oh. Safety, right? And I shoot all the time. It just going from one gun to another, I didn't think about it, and that's just a training thing for me. Right. Bad time to switch guns, but it is what it is. But for your average shooter, you know, yes, safeties are important, and more so, I'm going to say, understanding the firearm safety rules. That's what's really important. But under stress, things like safeties on the gun, or if it's up on the slide, things like that can be a little bit of a challenge for some shooters. Right. We've seen it in classes where we're drawn from holsters and things like that, and students are like, why isn't my gun working? It's like, well, did you turn the safety off? Right? We've seen it in a lot of classes. And absolutely some guns need you to have them. Now, little caveat I'm going to tell you. If you're running like a little Kimber Micro or the SIG 238 or the Springfield 911 or things like that are those small carry guns that are single action only, absolutely safety has to be used, and you have to learn how to manipulate those. And that's really big. I see some students that'll come to class and they're running a SAO pistol with the safety off, and I'm like, no, we're not doing that today. It's just not.
I completely understand. It's the trigger is so light that if you get anything caught in that trigger, it's going to go off with no problem. And that's a no-go in our book.
I mean, I'm using my pinky and I right there, I'm even thinking about it, and I didn't hit the grip safety. I'm like just holding on to it. I'm like, yep, nope, didn't work. Me being me, right? Now, John, kind of talk to us about your thoughts on beginner shooters with, say, a Glock or a SIG 320 or something like that.
So that's basically a simple gun. You just load the gun, point the gun, shoot the gun.
Yep.
Basically. The only thing you have to worry about on Glocks is some people will get their trigger fingers up too high, up on the trigger, and they can't deactivate that trigger safety on there. I've seen that plenty of times.
To where they're up really high, and they're like, why isn't this thing going?
Exactly.
Right, I'm up there, I finally hit it, right?
And all they need to do is just move their finger a little bit lower in order to deactivate that trigger safety.
Yep.
So that's a good gun to learn on, and then eventually, if they want to move up to a
2011,
1911, This is going to need a little bit more finesse.
Yeah.
Definitely a whole lot more finesse because you have to deactivate 2 safeties instead of 1.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, what they do is, when I first started running this platform, I was forgetting to take out the safety, and I was like, safety again, right? And sometimes I would catch myself pinching my hand with the thumb safety.
Yep, pinching your support hand.
Yep.
Right.
Support hand.
I remember that.
That meaty part right there, the palm.
Yeah, I remember that.
So it's going to take a little bit more time to learn this gun. But if you learn this gun, you'll be able to shoot anything out there. It's like shooting a double action, single action, like a SIG 226.
Yeah.
P226. If you learn to shoot that gun, you can shoot any gun out there.
Right.
So
here's what I'm going to tell you guys, and this is just kind of my advice. I hate to put out my advice, but it is. I mean, that's what we're doing here, shooting videos, right?
Exactly.
If you're a brand new shooter, if you get a gun that has a manual safety, make sure you work with that. Learn how to work it effectively. I think brand new shooters having, say, a Glock or a SIG or a Springfield, right, or an HK, things like that, that don't have manual safeties, I think is a benefit. Just have to understand, firearm safety rules, huge thing, right? And that's kind of where we want to go with that.
Exactly.
You know, can't go wrong with these guns, but yeah, I mean, can't beat that gun. That gun is awesome. But
thank you.
remember, this is a real man's gun.
Here we go again.
Oh God, so off camera we're gonna get in a fist fight, but that's a whole different ball game.
I'll win with them girl hands, man. I'm just saying.
All right, guys. So come to class, try the guns out, right? If you're in the market and you're thinking about picking one of these up, we got a whole line of them here on our rental case.
Exactly.
Come try them, play with them, see what they're all about. If you've never shot a gun with a manual safety, come in. If you've only shot guns with manual safeties, SAO guns, try some other stuff out there. I'm not saying it has to be a Glock. I love, actually, my favorite gun right now, John, cover your ears, the SIG 320. Oh, it's growing on
Blasphemy.
me. It's blasphemy, right? It's growing on me, but, you know, doesn't have a manual safety.
Right.
Well, some of them do, but like the M17s, right, those are great guns, but once again, got all their manual safeties.
Right.
So, guys, try guns, see what you like, see what you don't, and we'll go from there.
Right. So, thanks for watching the show with us. And, I mean, subscribe on Instagram, Facebook. And if you have any questions, you can come into the store and just chat with us because we're here 4 days out the week, right?
I feel like I'm here more than that, but
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, almost every day that we're here. But guys, subscribe. Check us out at shootcenter.com as well. We'll see you on the range.